Hello everybody, my name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing a Chicago Bulls and Detroit Pistons game reaction in a back-to-back situation in which the Chicago Bulls, I might honestly say with my purest of purest intentions here, say this might have been one of the worst games I've truly ever seen, and I'm gonna give you a spoiler, I didn't even watch it. That's how bad I think the performance was for the Chicago Bulls, where I don't even need to watch the game to kind of realize that might have been the worst performance I think I've ever seen from a Chicago Bulls team. Now granted, I'm probably gonna have to watch it eventually, right, to give you a pure analysis on this, but I've been out all day, and the last thing I wanted to do is to check the score to see that we're down by as how many we were down by. We ended up losing the game by 16, I believe. And looking at the stats to see that Zach LaVine scored half of our points. That is ridiculous. Zach LaVine scored 51 points in this game. A career high for him, I believe, which is great. Good job for Zach. But we scored 102 points in this game. Zach LaVine literally scored half of our points. That is not normal in any basketball team ever, that one player scores half your points. That's literally, I guess, a bunch of 5-year-olds maybe, and that one, teenager that scores every point for them to try and win the game, and he ends up losing, all right, whatever the case may be. That's kind of the equivalent. A bunch of, I guess, under 16s and Zach LaVine. That's the equivalent, because the bunch of the other players on this team really played like under 16s, bro. They really played a woeful, awful game. And I'm not going to waste my time and watch it today. I'm not. But I will talk about it because I feel like that's an important thing, regardless of how I truly, I guess, view the game or how you guys view the game. I'm frustrated. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm furious with this Bulls team to let someone score half their points in a game. One guy, that's ridiculous to me. And that is the first thing that comes to mind. But then you look at other stats the Chicago Bulls players had. Kobe White and Patrick Williams combined with a whopping 0 points in this game. That's truly unbelievable in every sense of the word. The writing is on the wall for Patrick Williams. I don't know how many games he can let go like this and just continue to be starting games for the Chicago Bulls. I get Billy Donovan has been saying, look, these guys need to figure it out. These guys need to play together. It's been 3 games. I'm already sick of it. I'd rather just see the change now so we can stop wasting time and, most importantly, stop wasting opportunities to win games. Detroit played really good basketball. I assume that because they scored a lot of points and they absolutely decimated the Chicago Bulls in terms of individual stats. It was very much more well balanced, and guys like Cade stepped up, guys like Duran stepped up, and everybody in between. And the Bulls, no one stepped up except for Zach and DeMar. No one. Who stepped up for the Chicago Bulls outside of Zach and DeMar? No, absolutely not a single soul. And that is so annoying to see. And again, I'm tired of giving free passes just because it's the beginning of the season. I understand there is time to improve. I understand we're probably going to see another players only meeting. I understand that this Bulls team promised that they would never see a performance like that again. But in game 3, lo and behold, you saw an even worse performance in my eyes. It is absolutely unacceptable. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. It's an embarrassment that Bulls fans have to watch that. It's an embarrassment that Bulls fans had to pay for that. And I'm one of the lucky few that did not pay for that and did not watch that. And this is coming from a Bulls fan. I love the Bulls. I made a whole channel based on the Chicago Bulls. I like talking about the Bulls. It's a good passion of mine to have, and I think it's a very healthy one to have even in these good moments. But again, I'm so sick of seeing this Bulls team under-deliver every single season, and we have to put up with it every single season because there's no change in sight. It's time to start making changes. We are 1-2 in the Bulls Weekly. I'll make a Bulls Weekly video tomorrow. But in these 3 performances, even with the win, Alex Caruso heroics and all, it was an abysmal performance. All of these games have been miserable to watch. You think I want to do watch-alongs on the Chicago Bulls team and watch them struggle from every single point of view? Defensively, we're even struggling at this point. Offensively, it's genuinely a miserable sight to watch. Everything is a brick for the Chicago Bulls at the moment. Players are not stepping up. Young guys are not developing. There's nothing going right for the Chicago Bulls at the moment. And I'm just genuinely so sick of it. This is more of a rant video than anything, and I did not watch this game. And I can only imagine what I would be saying if I did watch this game. I genuinely can't believe it. It truly feels like people don't want to be here. And you know my favorite saying, one of my favorite sayings, action speaks louder than words, is one saying. Remember the players only meeting, and I said action speak louder than words. Well, where's the action? Because if 0 points for 2 of our starters is action, great. We're doing a great job then. That's good actions, right? But at the end of the day, moving forward from that, if players don't want to be here, don't be here. Don't waste our time as Bulls fans trying to collect your paycheck from the Chicago Bulls if you don't want to be here. Most of you are tradable. You will get assets in return for most of these guys. If this is the performance I'm going to see, Bulls fans are going to see day in and day out, watching the game or looking at the stats, not bothering to watch the game for most people because they already can't bear to see this Bulls team play. If that's the level we're going to see, everybody has to go. I don't care if you're Zach LaVine. I don't care if you're DeMar DeRozan. I don't care if you're Dalen Terry on the bench just sitting there being the cheerleader. If that's the effort we're going to see, not even talent, efforts, we're going to see every game, I don't know what to say. There are certain points where I could probably watch this game, and I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I'm fully convinced, because the Bulls' struggles is always cutting, off-ball cuts and stuff like that. I guarantee, as someone as big as me, I'm a big guy, people know this, it's not a secret. I move more than most of those players on an NBA court. Offensively, at least. That's just not acceptable. It's just not acceptable. And again, I didn't really watch the game. I didn't watch the full game, at least. So, I'm sorry. If this is the game reaction where you wanted me to be all positive, sunshines and rainbows, and believe the Bulls have a long way to go, some of that may be right. Yes, we do have a long way to go, and yes, we do need to recover. And I'm sure we're going to see these guys redeem themselves in one way, form, or fashion. But these 3 games, regardless of the win that we got, was not good, has not been good, and will never be considered good enough. Toronto had an off night, let's be honest with ourselves here. And Toronto are not a good team either, but they had an off night. In my eyes, at least, they had an off night. So, at the end of the day, you can call it how you see it, call it what you like. This Bulls team is miserable to watch. We have 3 players that all in their past have averaged 20 points per game, yet somehow, some way, 2 of them struggle every single night. And Zach LaVine, he had a great 51-point performance. So don't get me wrong. He's been really, really solid that game at least. The last 2 games, before that, he was the one struggling when other guys had to take his place. Look, call all the player meetings you want. Sometimes it's not the players either. Billy Donovan, what's happening with him? Secret Society, Billy Donovan. Secret contract, Billy Donovan. We still don't know how many years he's been extended. But in my opinion, if I could make any change right now, it would be Billy Donovan. At the end of the day, there might still be hope for this Bulls team if there's actually a different coaching style in place. In my eyes, that could potentially be a thing. I don't know. And the players are definitely responsible. I would consider trading a lot of these players at this point in time as well. But Billy Donovan, in my opinion, should be the first one to go. The coach usually is. So what's happening over there? I don't know. Call it reactionary, call it what you like. At the end of the day, I'm tired of seeing this Bulls team. We're in year 3. This is not reactionary to me. Yeah, maybe reactionary in terms of this season. I predicted the Bulls to be 6 or 7 seed this season because I really thought we would see a better Bulls team. Where we are right now, 1 and 2, yeah, maybe we could be a 6-seeded team or a 7-seeded team. But the performances indicate we are the bottom of the table team. We are 14th to 15th seed team. And that, in my opinion, with all of the money put into this team, not even going into the luxury tax, this team is just not good enough at the moment. Find a way to fix it or find a way to get rid of it. That's my answer to you guys. That's it. That's my rant. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, I apologize. Maybe this channel wasn't, maybe this video at least isn't for you. I'm normally the positive guy. At least that's how people perceive me as. Some people can see the occasional rant, and that's fine. Everybody each their own. I'm not going to sit here and say I never rant. But at the end of the day, what I saw, or I didn't even see it, what I looked at, what people were telling me, and everything in between, I'm sorry, that is not an acceptable performance, and it's an abomination that this Bulls team is still together like this, putting up performances like that. This is your last chance. In my opinion, the chance should already be gone. Trades need to happen ASAP in my eyes. Find a way to fix it, or find a way to get rid of it. That's the ultimatum for the front office. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.